Hi everyone, welcome to this 10-minute mobility sequence. I am Laura Hutchinson, the head trainer at The Sculpted Vegan, and I'm going to be taking you through it today. This mobility sequence is not designed to be a warm-up or cool-down for your strength training sessions. The warm-up for your strength training sessions are the first set of the exercises, and any of our follow-along workouts also have the warm-up built into them. This is designed to be a separate sequence that if you're someone who wants to work on their mobility, their flexibility, just loosen up a little bit or even relax a little bit, you can do this at any point during your day. I am in my socks. You can be socks or bare feet. You could even do this in your trainers. I have a yoga mat that I'm going to use. If you've got one, great. If not, just some floor that you're comfortable in performing this in. Let's get started. Start with your feet hip width apart. Nice bend at your knees. I just want you to take a big breath in. Draw your shoulders up to your ears. And as you exhale, release them. Again, breathe in and tense the shoulders. Exhale to release them. Bring your ear to your shoulder. Doesn't matter which one. And the other side. We're going to roll our chin shoulder to shoulder. With each semicircle, try and bring the chin closer to the shoulder and to the chest. Head is center. Once again, breathe in, shoulders up to ears. And as you exhale, just release them. Good. Your shoulders, I want you to roll them backwards. Each time, bring the shoulders as close to your ears as you can. Bring them forwards. Rest of the body stays steady. Check you've got a little bit of room behind you. And you're going to take one arm and you're just going to circle it backwards. Keep both shoulders pointing towards me. So try not to let the whole body move, just this arm. Let's take it forwards. Depending on shoulder mobility, any injuries, you might just want to roll your shoulders. You might not want to circle as big as this. Let's swap sides, shoulder roll or full arm circle backwards. Might hear some cracks and creaks, and that's okay. I can hear them myself. And forwards. Shoulder rolls or arm circles. Plant your feet firmly on the floor. I want you to bring your right arm up in the air. Hold at your left wrist and just very gently pull that right arm up and over to the left hand side. I can feel this stretch coming down into the side of my shoulder, into my lats. And relax. Left arm up, right wrist holds forearm, and we're going up and over. Imagine the whole time as if you're standing with your back against the wall. So we're not here. We're trying to bring those arms up. And release. I'm going to turn sideways. You can stay facing me. It's up to you, but I'm going to go sideways. A spinal roll, soft knees. We're going to roll the shoulders up. And I just want you to roll down one vertebrae at a time to just below the knees. The hands just hang. Roll back up. Head up. Shoulders down the back. Squeeze your glutes and just give a slight arch of the back. Let's do that again. Bend the knees. Roll the shoulders up and forwards. Roll down one vertebrae at a time, as comfortable as you can go. Roll back up one vertebrae at a time. Lift the head up like there's a bit of string pulling you up. Shoulders down the back. Hands to hips. Squeeze of the glutes. Slight arch of the back. Let's do that a final time. Roll. Oh, my back cracked there if you heard it. Now I just want you to stay at the bottom. I'm going to turn to face you again. You're either going to stay here Just let the arms hang, or step your feet a little bit wider. Hold opposite elbows. You're just going to give yourself a little rock and swing side to side. It's just quite a nice feeling to get into the hamstrings and the calf. Relax to the center. From here, we're going to come down to our mat. Take your time and climb down whatever way you want to. Hold on to something if you even need to do that to come down to hands and knees. A cat-cow. We're going to lift the head up. We're arching into the lower back, pressing the floor away with wide fingers and flat palms. Starting from the tailbone, tuck it under. Vertebrae at a time, rounding up through the lower back, drawing the navel to spine, and I want you to push the floor away. Let's do that one more time. Starting from the head lifts, moving down upper to middle back, arch and lower back, tailbone lifts up, and then starting from the tailbone, roll it back down. One vertebrae at a time, round up. Navel to spine and press the floor away. Come to center. Child's pose. I'm going to take my knees a bit wider towards my mat. My feet point towards each other. And we're going to push our bottoms back towards our feet. Nice long arms in front of you. Now you can just let your forehead relax onto the floor. You'd even put your hands on your mat and let your head rest on your hands. It's up to you. Just want you to take a big inhale here. And exhale. Come up to hands and knees and very gently roll yourself to lie flat in your front. Shoulders draw down the back, forearms to floor. I want you to squeeze your glutes. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, we're just going to rise up halfway to cobra. My arms aren't really doing anything. It's all coming from this back here. Let's breathe into the floor. As you breathe out this time, you're going to come up to the forearms, or you're going to use the hands and press a little bit higher. It's up to you where you take this. And roll back down. We're going to do one more. Breathe into the mat. And as you exhale, come to forearms, come up to hands. Stay here, or just give it a little look over one shoulder and the other. Roll back down. Roll over to your back. Does not matter what way you're facing. We're going to take it to a shoulder bridge. Knees are bent, feet are flat. We're coming back to the vertebrae. Lifting up, rolling up, tailbone. Lower, middle, up to upper back. Squeeze those glutes. Roll down, upper, middle, lower back to the floor. Let's do that one more time. Lift up from the tailbone. Lower, middle to upper back. Feel each vertebrae touch down to the floor one at a time as you roll back down. We are going to keep hips on the floor. Take one leg up in the air, it does not matter which one, and you're going to straighten the other leg quite straight. Arms come a little bit wider. 4 times we're going to circle our leg one way, and then we're going to circle it the other way. Start with some small circles, which you're going to gradually make bigger. Just watch anything around you. If this is too much for your hip for any reason, you can circle with a bent leg. Let's change direction. Either bent leg, or I'm going to do them with a straight leg. I'm feeling my arms, my leg on the floor, and I'm bracing my abs to keep me centered. And let's just give that knee a hug into the chest. Leg down, other leg comes up. Center the body, brace the abs. 4 circles one way. Bent leg or straight leg. This is our last movement. Into the hips. and then we're going to change direction. It's really common that you might get a bit of a click in the hip in this. I've taught Pilates for 20 years, and that's always something that people complain about in this movement. Just make the movements a bit smaller if you need to. Bring the knee in for a second. And now I just want you to finish lying in a hip opener, feet together, knees open if you can. Close the eyes over and breathe. If this position isn't comfortable, just straighten the legs out or have them bent. And you're just going to breathe here. This is where I'm going to leave you today, either in your hip opener, lie here for as long as it's comfortable, or just on your back. This sequence, you can do it any time if you're feeling a bit physically tight or tense, or even just mentally for a little bit of a switch off. It's just quite a nice sequence as well. Stay lying down if you're comfortable, everybody. This is where I will leave you today. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video that we do together. Thank you and have a great day.